So hi, I'm Steve Liljestrand, Application Engineer with RG Group. Today we're going to be discussing the Parker IQAN Connect IoT Gateway. It's a mobile-centric device, but it's adaptable into the industrial world as well. But IQAN Connect is a way to take machinery in the field and send the data from that machinery up to the cloud and then be able to observe that data from anywhere remotely with internet access. It uses a cellular connection to get the information to the cloud, and it encompasses GPS and allows location of your assets to be located. Another thing that IQAN Connect can do, if you are familiar with Parker's IQAN product, it's a mobile PLC, if you will, electronic control. IQAN historically has always been a hands-on, bring your laptop to the machine to fine-tune it, program it, things like that. With this connectivity capability, you can connect your IQAN software anywhere in the world to connect to the IoT, through the IoT gateway into your IQAN system on a vehicle or a machine or whatever your application might be without having to physically be on location. Basically, it uses the internet as a replacement for a USB or an Ethernet cable. So we have a demo unit here. In this demo unit, we bring to customers and demonstrate the capabilities of what this does. And basically, here we have an IQAN module. This is an IQAN MD4-7, which is a touchscreen HMI with a high IP rating. And we have the mobile gateway right here. This is the device that we're discussing primarily today. And this is the GPS and cellular antenna right here. We've also added some switches and some analog devices here just to demonstrate the capability of streaming this data real time and monitoring it. Over here we have my laptop, which is completely cable-free, and we're connected to the internet via Wi-Fi in our current location. And this is the IoT Portal that we use to monitor all of our assets. And an asset is anything that this is bolted to. That's considered an asset. So think of you as if you were a owner of a quarry and you had 10 loaders out in the quarry and you want to monitor their activity, where they are. You can also monitor if they've loaded X amount of weight, how many times they've done a load, what's the fuel efficiency. If you're a fleet manager and you're responsible for all the maintenance on a diesel engine and the chassis of the vehicle, you can monitor all that remotely from the cloud and see where your assets are in your quarry or in the world, for that matter. One thing we like to demonstrate is the capability of IQAN Connect. So if I'm an IQAN programmer, and again, if you're not familiar with IQAN, it's a mobile electronic control, aka a PLC, for rugged outdoor off-road usage. The key to IQAN and IQAN Connect is that they are all very CAN bus centric. So they speak J1939, which is an SAE standard for automotive diagnostics and chassis information, vehicle speed, DEF fluid levels, anything and everything you can plug a round connector into a truck chassis. If you're familiar with that, with your laptop, you can now do that remotely and that data streams. So there's a lot of information that you can get sitting at a remote location with a computer. We're going to demonstrate the software, the website portal. It's actually web-based interface. If you were sitting in your office or anywhere in the field and you wanted to monitor your system connected to the gateway, you use this piece of software, which is actually a web-based interface. So here we have a GPS graphical representation on where our asset or assets are. In this case, we have two in the Mid-Atlantic area. I'm going to come over here and click on that, and we're going to go to our demo kit. And here, this shows us information on various things that we chose to set up in our interface to monitor. In this case, we're simulating a fork truck, and here we show lift count. This will show how many times it's lifted a payload and loaded it into a truck. We can monitor engine information, RPM, fuel rate, engine speed, anything and everything that's available on the CAN bus of a vehicle you can monitor. And here we have a GPS location, so we've moved this around the parking lot a whole bunch of times over the past few days, and it shows the tracking of that. Coming back here, we have various machine data. So it's talking about lift counts and how many times it shows trends and records the data that you can actually extract and bring it into another format, use it through an API or bring it into an Excel spreadsheet and bring that data and add that to whatever database you choose to do. But as for a real-time monitoring and fleet vehicle maintenance and GPS location, if you had a fleet of 10 or 20 on-the-road trucks or off-road trucks or any vehicle for that matter, you can keep an eye and monitor where they are in the world, and if they need any service, if there's anything urgent that you need, you can have alerts sent to emails, you can have alerts sent to text message on your cell phone, and the right persons or person can be alerted if it requires immediate attention. Then we'll go on to talk about what IQAN Connect specifically does. When we come to our IQAN software, if you're familiar with it, we have IQAN Design and IQAN Run. I'm using version 6 in this demonstration. But here we are actually connected to our machine through the cloud as if I was sitting next to the machine with an Ethernet or CAN bus or USB cable connected to the hardware. So from anywhere in the world I can monitor and measure and adjust or program for that matter. So what I'm going to demonstrate now is the capability of connecting to a system through IQAN software using the IQAN Connect interface. So here we have IQAN Run 6 up and running. If you notice here, it says IQAN Connect CAN, which is my normal way of connecting to a machine if I was at the physical location. But in this case, I'm going to go to Communication. I'm going to go to Remote. And I'm going to find my device. So here what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get the application from the module remotely. Here it's going to search using the cloud service, and it's going to find my device. The one that's highlighted in green is the demonstration unit we have here. I'm going to click on Connect. It's established a connection, and it's going to receive the application from the module. If it was password protected, I would have been prompted for a password, but in this case, we just have it open for the demonstration. What I'm going to do in this demonstration is utilize IQAN Run to measure, to demonstrate the capabilities of measuring and monitoring various channels in the IQAN system. So we go to System Diagnostics, Measure, and here you can see these are the various channels that we're measuring. If you notice here, we have what's called an LST joystick, and there's a value shown right there. I'll use my mouse to point. If I come over to the demonstration unit, this is my LST joystick right here. I'm going to manipulate this forward and backward to show you how the values change real time on my screen. So if you look right here, you'll see this value change. I'm going to go forward. There's our full displacement in one direction on the axis, and here's our full displacement on the other axis. You'll notice those values are shown in real time, so there's no delay, and it's basically we're monitoring the system as if we were right at the machine. Hey, thanks for watching. We appreciate your time. If you have any questions about these products, please don't hesitate to reach out to myself or anybody at the RG Group. We support this product, and we'd be glad to talk to you about it. Thank you very much for watching.